Your credit score is a three-digit number that can affect many aspects of your life, from the interest rates you pay on loans to the credit card offers you receive. It's a key factor in determining your financial health, and understanding how it works can help you make informed decisions about your money. In this video, we'll explore what life is like at every level of credit score, from 300 to 850. You'll see how different credit scores can impact your daily life, from the way you shop for groceries to the way you plan for retirement. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of how credit scores work and how you can improve yours. 300. You have a credit score of 300. You're standing in line at the grocery store, clutching a handful of coupons and carefully selecting the cheapest items on the shelves. The cashier rings up your purchases and you nervously wait for the total, hoping that you have enough money in your account to cover it. The woman behind you in line notices your anxiety and offers a sympathetic smile. You notice that the store's credit card offer, which was once enticing, is now nothing more than a distant memory. Your fear of not being able to pay your bills on time still lingers, a constant worry that you can't shake. Yet, despite the financial struggles, you still enjoy the simple pleasure of brewing a cup of coffee at home, a ritual that remains unchanged from better times. You check the prices of each item, making sure you're getting the best deal. You put back the name brand cereal and opt for the generic version instead. The cashier asks if you have a loyalty card, and you sheepishly admit that you don't. You pay with cash, carefully counting out the bills to make sure you have enough. As you leave the store, you notice the woman who smiled at you earlier is now chatting with the cashier, and you wonder what her story is. You walk home, lost in thought, thinking about how you can improve your financial situation. You consider taking on a side job or selling some of your belongings to make ends meet. The weight of your credit score hangs over you, a constant reminder of your financial struggles. You think about all the things you could do to improve your credit score, but it seems like a daunting task. You feel overwhelmed by the sheer amount of debt you've accumulated, and you're not sure where to start. You worry about how your credit score will affect your ability to get a loan or rent an apartment. You feel like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of debt, and you're not sure how to escape. Despite all this, you still find joy in the simple things, like watching the sunset or taking a walk in the park. These small pleasures remain unchanged, a reminder that there's more to life than just your credit score. 580. You have a credit score of 580. You're sitting at a bank, talking to a loan officer about a potential car loan. The officer looks at your credit report and raises an eyebrow, clearly unimpressed. You explain your situation, and the officer listens attentively, nodding along. You notice that the officer is more willing to listen to you than you expected, and you sense a glimmer of hope. Your weekly habit of checking your credit report has become a ritual, a way for you to stay on top of your finances. You've also started to notice that your fear of not being able to pay your bills on time has started to fade, replaced by a growing sense of confidence. The officer explains the terms of the loan, and you listen carefully, trying to understand the fine print. You ask questions, and the officer answers them patiently. You feel a sense of relief wash over you as you realize that you might actually be able to get the loan. You think about all the things you could do with a new car, like driving to work or visiting friends who live far away. You imagine the freedom and independence that comes with owning a vehicle. As you leave the bank, you notice the sun shining through the windows, casting a warm glow over the room. You feel a sense of hope that you haven't felt in a long time. You realize that your credit score is still not great, but it's improving. You've been making payments on time, and you've started to build a positive credit history. You feel a sense of pride and accomplishment, knowing that you're taking steps to improve your financial situation. You think about all the things you could do to continue improving your credit score, like paying off debt or applying for a credit card. You feel a sense of excitement and anticipation, knowing that your financial future is looking brighter. 670. You have a credit score of 670. You're at a dinner party, chatting with a friend who's a financial advisor. Your friend asks about your credit score, and you proudly announce that it's 670. Your friend nods approvingly, saying that's a great score. You notice that your friend is treating you with a newfound respect, as if your improved credit score has given you a certain level of credibility. Your fear of not being able to pay your bills on time has disappeared, replaced by a growing sense of financial security. You talk about your investments, and your friend offers some advice. You listen intently, taking mental notes. You feel a sense of gratitude towards your friend, who's willing to share their expertise with you. You think about all the things you could do with your improved credit score, like applying for a mortgage or getting a lower interest rate on your credit card. You imagine the sense of security and stability that comes with owning a home. As you continue to chat with your friend, you notice the other guests at the party, all of whom seem to be enjoying themselves. You feel a sense of belonging, knowing that you're part of a community that values financial responsibility. You realize that your improved credit score has given you a sense of confidence and self-worth. You feel like you're in control of your finances, and that you're making progress towards your goals. You think about all the things you could do to continue improving your credit score, like paying off debt or building an emergency fund. You feel a sense of excitement and anticipation, knowing that your financial future is looking brighter. You also notice that your weekly habit of checking your budget has become second nature, a routine that you perform without even thinking about it. 740. You have a credit score of 740. You're at a car dealership, test driving a new vehicle. The salesman is friendly and helpful, answering all your questions about the car. You notice that the salesman is more willing to negotiate with you, offering you a better deal than you expected. Your fear of not being able to afford the car has disappeared, replaced by a growing sense of excitement and anticipation. You think about all the things you could do with your new car, like driving to work or visiting friends who live far away. You take the car for a spin, feeling the rush of adrenaline as you drive. You imagine the freedom and independence that comes with owning a new vehicle. As you return to the dealership, the salesman greets you with a smile, asking if you're interested in making a purchase. You negotiate the price, and the salesman agrees to meet you at a mutually beneficial price. You feel a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment, knowing that you've gotten a good deal. You think about all the things you could do to continue improving your credit score, like paying off debt or investing in a retirement account. You realize that your improved credit score has given you a sense of freedom and flexibility. You feel like you're able to make choices and take risks, knowing that you have a solid financial foundation to fall back on. You think about all the things you could do to continue improving your credit score, like building an emergency fund or paying off high-interest debt. You feel a sense of excitement and anticipation, knowing that your financial future is looking brighter. You also notice that your weekly habit of reviewing your investment portfolio has become a routine, a way for you to stay on top of your finances and make informed decisions. 800. You have a credit score of 800. You're at a family gathering, chatting with your relatives about your financial situation. Your relatives are impressed by your high credit score, and they ask for advice on how to improve their own scores. You notice that your relatives are treating you with a newfound respect, as if your excellent credit score has given you a certain level of authority. Your fear of not being able to pay your bills on time has long since disappeared, replaced by a growing sense of financial security and confidence. You talk about your investments, and your relatives listen intently. You feel a sense of pride and accomplishment, knowing that you've worked hard to achieve your financial goals. You think about all the things you could do with your excellent credit score, like applying for a mortgage or getting a low-interest loan. You imagine the sense of security and stability that comes with owning a home. As you continue to chat with your relatives, you notice the sense of community and camaraderie that fills the room. You feel a sense of belonging, knowing that you're part of a family that values financial responsibility. You realize that your excellent credit score has given you a sense of prestige and respect. You feel like you're a role model, someone who's achieved financial success and can offer advice and guidance to others. You think about all the things you could do to continue improving your credit score, like investing in a diversified portfolio or building a retirement fund. You feel a sense of excitement and anticipation, knowing that your financial future is looking brighter. You also notice that your weekly habit of reviewing your budget has become second nature, a routine that you perform without even thinking about it. 850. You have a credit score of 850. You're sitting in a financial advisor's office, discussing your investment portfolio. The advisor is impressed by your excellent credit score, and they offer you a range of investment options that are only available to people with high credit scores. You notice that the advisor is treating you with a high level of respect and deference, as if your excellent credit score has given you a certain level of status. Your fear of not being able to pay your bills on time has long since disappeared, replaced by a growing sense of financial security and confidence. You discuss your investment goals, and the advisor offers some advice. You listen intently, taking mental notes. You feel a sense of gratitude towards the advisor, who's willing to share their expertise with you. You think about all the things you could do with your excellent credit score, like investing in a diversified portfolio or building a retirement fund. You imagine the sense of security and stability that comes with having a solid financial foundation. As you continue to chat with the advisor, you notice the sense of calm and confidence that fills the room. You feel a sense of peace, knowing that you're in control of your finances and that you're making progress towards your goals. You realize that your excellent credit score has given you a sense of freedom and flexibility. You feel like you're able to make choices and take risks, knowing that you have a solid financial foundation to fall back on. You think about all the things you could do to continue improving your credit score, like investing in a tax-advantaged account or building an emergency fund. You feel a sense of excitement and anticipation, knowing that your financial future is looking brighter. You also notice that your weekly habit of reviewing your investment portfolio has become a routine, a way for you to stay on top of your finances and make informed decisions. If this resonated with you, subscribe. I post a new story every single day. If you want to start investing today, the Robinhood link is in the description. It comes with a free stock. And if you want the weekly letter, the Quiet Wealth letter, that link is there too. See you tomorrow. You wake up early on a Saturday morning, feeling refreshed and ready to tackle some financial tasks. You head to your home office, pour yourself a cup of coffee, and sit down at your desk. You pull out a stack of bills and statements, and begin sorting them into categories. You separate the bills that need to be paid immediately from those that can wait, and make a mental note to review your budget to see where you can cut back on unnecessary expenses. You spend the next hour paying bills online, making sure to keep track of each payment and updating your budget spreadsheet accordingly. You feel a sense of satisfaction as you watch your outstanding balances decrease, knowing that you're one step closer to achieving financial stability. You take a short break to grab a snack from the kitchen, and as you're eating, you think about your long-term goals. You consider opening a new savings account specifically for a down payment on a house, and make a mental note to research different options. You head back to your office and start researching savings accounts, comparing interest rates and fees. You come across an article about the benefits of saving for a down payment, and you learn that having a larger down payment can lead to lower mortgage payments and more favorable loan terms. You feel motivated to start saving as much as possible, and you make a plan to set aside a certain amount each month. You update your budget to reflect this new goal, and you feel a sense of excitement and anticipation. You spend the rest of the morning reviewing your investment portfolio, making sure that your assets are properly diversified and aligned with your risk tolerance. You notice that one of your investments has been performing poorly, and you consider rebalancing your portfolio to minimize losses. You take your time, carefully weighing the pros and cons of each possible course of action, and eventually decide to make some adjustments. You feel confident in your decision, knowing that you've done your research and are taking a thoughtful approach to managing your investments. As the day goes on, you take a break to meet a friend for lunch. You catch up on each other's lives, and your friend mentions that they're struggling to make ends meet. You offer some words of encouragement and share some of the strategies that have worked for you in managing your finances. Your friend is grateful for your advice, and you feel happy to be able to help. You realize that taking control of your finances has not only improved your own life, but has also given you the ability to support and advise others. After lunch, you head back home and spend some time reading about personal finance. You come across an article about the importance of emergency funds, and you learn that having a cash reserve can help you weather unexpected expenses and avoid going into debt. You think about your own emergency fund, and you realize that you could improve it by setting aside more money each month. You make a plan to increase your emergency fund contributions, and you feel more secure knowing that you'll be better prepared for any unexpected events that may arise. You continue reading and learning, always looking for new ways to improve your financial situation. You come across a book about investing, and you decide to purchase it and add it to your reading list. You feel excited to learn more about investing, and you know that the knowledge you gain will help you make informed decisions about your financial future. You spend the rest of the day reading and taking notes, feeling grateful for the opportunity to educate yourself and take control of your finances. As the evening approaches, you take a break to relax and unwind. You think about your progress, and you feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. You know that you still have work to do, but you're confident that you're on the right path. You feel grateful for the sense of financial stability that you've achieved, and you know that it will serve as a foundation for your future goals and aspirations. You drift off to sleep, feeling content and at peace, knowing that you're one step closer to achieving financial freedom. You wake up the next morning, feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day. You head to your kitchen to make some breakfast, and as you're eating, you think about your financial goals. You consider ways to increase your income, such as taking on a side hustle or pursuing additional education. You make a mental note to research different options, and you feel excited about the possibility of growing your wealth. You spend the morning researching different side hustles, and you come across an article about freelancing. You learn that freelancing can be a great way to earn extra money, and you consider offering your skills to clients. You create a profile on a freelancing platform, and you start applying for jobs. You feel a sense of excitement and possibility, knowing that you're taking steps to increase your income and achieve your financial goals. As the day goes on, you receive an email from a potential client, and you're asked to complete a project. You're thrilled at the opportunity, and you get to work right away. You spend the rest of the day working on the project, and you feel a sense of satisfaction as you complete it. You submit the project to the client, and you wait to hear back. You feel confident that you've done a great job, and you're excited about the possibility of earning extra money. You continue to work on your freelancing career, and you start to see results. You receive positive feedback from clients, and you start to build a reputation as a skilled freelancer. You feel a sense of pride and accomplishment, knowing that you're taking control of your finances and achieving your goals. You realize that freelancing has not only increased your income, but has also given you a sense of purpose and fulfillment. As the weeks go by, you continue to grow your freelancing career. You take on more clients, and you start to earn a steady stream of income. You feel grateful for the opportunity to work on your own terms, and you know that you've made the right decision. You're able to pay off debt, build up your savings, and invest in your future. You feel a sense of financial stability, and you know that you're on the right path. You also start to think about giving back to your community. You consider volunteering your time or donating to a charity. You feel a sense of responsibility to use your wealth to make a positive impact, and you start to research different options. You come across a local charity that aligns with your values, and you decide to donate. You feel a sense of satisfaction, knowing that you're using your wealth to make a difference. You continue to live below your means, and you're able to save and invest even more. You feel a sense of freedom and flexibility, knowing that you have the financial resources to pursue your goals and aspirations. You're able to travel, learn new skills, and explore new hobbies. You feel grateful for the opportunities that you have, and you know that you've made the right decisions. As you look back on your journey, you feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. You know that you've worked hard to achieve your financial goals, and you're proud of the progress you've made. You realize that taking control of your finances has given you a sense of confidence and self-worth, and you know that you're ready for whatever the future holds. You feel excited about the possibilities, and you know that you'll continue to grow and thrive.